Yo, Adrian, I did it!
In June, Sylvester Stallone is elected into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, upstate New York, alongside real-life champion Mike Tyson, who has given way for a new era.
Thank you. I see Klitschko beating him, stopping him, and it should have to be that way. Unless he's a super fighter, and I haven't seen it yet. He's a very good fighter, but just the guy's too big and too talented for him. That's just my opinion. I like David Haye too, but I didn't think he's up against too much of an individual for him.
As the legendary names are inducted in America, nearly 3,500 miles away, David Haye recreates a couple of famous scenes from the iconic Rocky series for the fight promo.
Feels like a body.
Rocky was acclaimed Best Picture at the 1976 Academy Awards, the same year that Vladimir was born in the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic, now Kazakhstan. As Rocky IV was released, David Haye turned 5. The fourth installment of the hugely successful franchise told the story of Ivan Drago, a towering giant from the Eastern Bloc, destructive but robotic, who threatened Western dominance of the heavyweight division. At the time, the story seemed pure fantasy, but just 4 years later, in 1989, the Berlin Wall came down. Before the year was out, the long-forgotten Andrei Oreshkin and Viktor Egorov made history as the first former Soviet amateurs to box professionally in Britain. By the end of the year 2000, Vladimir and Vitaly Klitschko had both claimed world titles.
We're ready to fight any one heavyweight in the world and to show for everybody we're strongest brothers.
The Cold War is over, but Vladimir and Vitaly are still fighting Hollywood's dated stereotype.
What? It's whiskey that one. What am I, one Drago? What are you building up here? I'm gonna break it out.
But the world has undeniably changed, and the sport is now fully global.
Thank you.
Kostya Zhu is another to be honored stateside, the first ever professional from the former USSR to join the hallowed ranks.
It's a great, great honor to be here, to be inducted, because I think it's more than just world titles. It's recognition, world recognition that, and you know that everything you did during your career, it's worth it. All the pain you received, all the blood you had, it's nothing compared to what you're having here.
Haye and Klitschko have both hit dizzy heights in the most brutal of games, achieving ambitions that most can only dream of. But now they are fighting for their legacy, to guarantee true immortality, their own place amidst the greats of the sport, as fact and fiction, life and art continue to intertwine.
Watching Dolph Lundgren play Ivan Drago and Sylvester Stallone with Rocky Balboa, I remember watching that film many times, and it gets you all pumped up. You see, Ivan Drago training in this, this state-of-the-art facility, and like he's out there in the Austrian Alps, in this health spa, and I know he will not be able to deal with the heat I'm going to bring to him. His heart's been broken before, and it will be broken again.
Haye's closed-door training policy is waived for a day as he arrives to a packed gym for his media workout. Giving an insight into his daily slog, Haye works out for the cameras before stripping to reveal the impressive results of his hard work. Then the press get their story as the boxer proudly displays the poster for a game he endorses, featuring an image especially designed to reopen old wounds. As his trainer reveals, it's not Haye's first mischievous act of the day.
David did his normal torturous, spiteful thing. It was hot enough in here anyway, so we turned the heaters up full blast, just so that everyone here suffered. Because he's suffering at the moment. I think it was about 32 degrees. And that was his way of getting through the day.
Their behaviour perhaps excused, considering just how long Klitschko's been on their mind.
I had 4 hours sleep last night as well, dreaming of Vladimir jabbing at me. Threw a couple right hands as well. Woke up, he never landed one. Never landed one. Difference was I didn't punch back at him, and that's a big difference on this one.
Nothing can be left to chance, especially in light of the recent E. coli outbreak on the continent. So at New Covent Garden Market, Tabares sources a week's supply of fresh organic produce before it is driven to Hamburg.
We're taking the same chef that cooks all of David's meals with us tomorrow. Everything's been planned meticulously, even when David peaks on Saturday night. It'll be, it's all been planned perfectly.
With 6 days to go, Haye is at Farnborough Airfield in Hampshire. It's time to make the journey to Germany, and he's made provision to fly in style by private jet.
You know, you've got to treat yourself from time to time, so I'm going to go in style. I'm going over there to do a first-class job, so I've got a first-class travel.
When they land in Hamburg, it signifies the end of hard training and the start of the final waiting game. The last press conference is early, on the Monday of fight week, as the two protagonists face each other again 48 days after they last clashed.
Here we are, this is it. A lot of people didn't think it would get this far. I thought I was going to pull out with some injury of some kind, but I'm here, I'm in tremendous shape, and I'm ready to do what I've always promised I'd do. It's gonna be fun to watch this big robot start malfunctioning, because that's exactly what's going to happen real fast. It's going to be a celebration. 2nd of July, unfortunately for these this crew on my right here, they're going to be upset, but you know, there has to be a loser, and he's had his fair share of wins over the years. It's time to get another violent knockout defeat.
He was late for half an hour today. We've all been waiting for you, Princess. Yes, we've all been waiting for you. My name is Dr. Klitschko. I'm a therapist actually for you on July 2nd. Because I'm going to give you treatment. It's a reality rehab. I will knock your butt out back into reality, which is good for your future life. You're gonna become a better person, a better man, with better behaviors, and you'll be on time.
As the meeting draws to an end, so at last does the talk, as the start of the real hostilities looms ever closer.
I can feel it bubbling. So I'm just gutted, this is Monday today. Oh, I've got to wait till Saturday.
As a human, David Haye is full of trash. I can see it in his eyes and in his gesture, the way he talks and walks and everything what he does.
I believe I've definitely got under his skin. If you don't think I've got under his skin, then you don't know human emotion.
You know, you have to stick to the strategy, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And I know what I gotta do.
I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna bring them titles back to Britain. There's no doubt in my mind. I know exactly what I need to do and how to do it.
They are enemies, but their names will forever be linked. Two bickering champions who finally reached agreement that the only challenge remaining was to face each other. They have 21 world title victories between them. But history will judge them on just one night. In Hamburg, Haye and Klitschko collide. The vanquished will fall, and a unified king will finally be crowned in a heavyweight battle for the ages.